I'll go and see you know what time it is. It's story time with SistaFlix TV. Boom.
And the dancehall principal Zabrika represent for SistaFlix. SistaFlix, nothing rude, everything with a positive attitude. As she are on the YouTube.
SistaFlix, sick in a dog. A girl like this and watch this in a dog. On the YouTube, catch a flicks in a dog. Instagram, yo, you better like this. Listen, SistaFlix, it's sick in a dog. A girl like this, watching a dog. On the Instagram, YouTube, locking a dog. Subscribe and please like this. SistaFlix, from nothing to something.
So if you're just wondering what I'm doing, I'm just making, I'm crocheting a blanket. Because it takes, well, not really a blanket, maybe a throw. But because it takes so long to do, and I don't really have the time like that, I try to do like one line a week. I know that sounds really bad because, you know, I ain't going to really get far with that, but I'm trying, so that's all that matters. Anyway, so today we're here to discuss an incident that happened to me back when I was in high school. It was either my last year or my second to last year. So I believe it was my last year. So let's just say it was my last year, 2009. So you don't know, all my parties, all my large parties, correct me if I'm wrong, drop a comment. So anyway, you can imagine one of my parties and another girl in the school had an incident, had a beef going on, a situation going on during school. Anyway, it was something that led to happening outside of school, right? I wasn't involved in none of this at the time. So anyway, that situation happened outside of school. An altercation happened. Bam. My party was off school for the moment. But there was more to the story. There was a lot of different things happening that I wasn't aware of until my situation happened, if that makes sense. But we'll get to that. So anyway, the initial person that this girl had a problem with, which was my party, she was off school for about a few days. During those few days, the girl came on to the premises. I think it was about an hour before home time. She came onto the premises with her mum. No, tell a lie, I'm not gonna lie on that one. She came onto the premises with her sister, her big sister, her dad, her brother, right? I just happened to be casually strolling to class. No, I wasn't strolling to class. I'm lying to you. I don't know where I was going, but it wasn't to class, trust me on that. So but anyway, I was strolling somewhere. However, I saw the person, I saw the girl minding my own business, you know, I'm just going about my business. Anyway, I heard the dad talking, running up his mouth, right? But he didn't mention my party, the one that the girl initially had the altercation with, if that makes sense to you. You get me? The person who she initially had the altercation with, the dad wasn't talking about that person. The dad was talking about another one of my parties. So I'm not going to mention no names, do you get what I'm saying? Because this was all like years ago, it's years. So the dad's talking his mess now, talking about, is that that's this is just say, alright, that's Sarah, pointing at me, talking about that Sarah. So I've looked around now, because I know this man ain't running up his mouth on the school premises. No. Just bearing in mind, back in them days there, I thought I was the shit, I ain't even gonna lie. I thought I was on a different level, because I ain't gonna lie, if someone said something to me, or just looked at me sideways, I was ready. I was ready for anything, I was ready for the action. You know, so yeah, I was quite defensive. those days, if that makes sense. But I wasn't a bully. I was loved by everyone. Still to this day, I'm loved by everyone. I wasn't a bully, but I would defend. Do you get what I'm saying? I was about that. Like, if you look at me sideways, just know it's about to be on. But anyway, that's talking his smack. He's talking his mess now. Talking about, ain't that Sarah, ain't that Sarah. So, I've looked around. I'm like, yeah, I'm Sarah. And what is it? Because I know you ain't talking about my friend talking about this and that and what you're going to do and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just going to walk about my business. No, we're going to get into it. Because first and foremost, you shouldn't even be on no high school premises talking about no child that your daughter had an altercation with. Like, first and foremost, if there was a real issue, you need to go to the headmaster or the principal or whoever, or another teacher, and then resolve it and get the situation resolved. But you shouldn't be taking that up with me. Don't care who you thought I was in it. But anyway, back to the story. Yeah, I'm walking over to him now because I thought, yeah, this man doesn't want no smoke. Okay, he doesn't want no smoke with me. But anyway, it seems like he did. He wanted all the smoke. So I've gone over to him now and I've said, yeah, I'm Sarah. What? It's like the man's in shock because he didn't feel like I was going to go over to him and say anything. I was just going to keep on walking like some punk. But everyone knows I ain't no punk. Still to this day, I ain't no punk, brother. So after I've said that now, tell me why the dad's gone and grabbed my hair, bruh. Yeah, he's gone and grabbed my hair. I tell you what, that day, it was like there was a lion inside of me. I don't know. It was a different kind of strength that I never experienced since or before, prior to that incident. It's like a whole different kind of rage. Bearing in mind I was young and I was much slimmer then, and you know, yeah. So the dad grabbed me by my hair. When I was like, boom, 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 boom. I just thumped him in his jaw. The sister, the brother, everybody jumped on me. All persons that I never knew that was there at the time come and jumped on me. Yeah. So me and them was fighting in the middle of the school. Me and the dad initially, but I tell you what, I thumped a lot of them. Everybody got something that day. For real, everybody got something that day. No joke. And then, obviously I'm there fighting. I hear the school bell ring because that was the signal that it was time to pack up and leave now. When you hear the bell ring, and that, next thing I know, about 3 of my charges now come running across the field, proper slapping up the dad, you know, kicking up the dad. So you don't know, shout out to the homies that just had the back in it and come to defend it. Because like, nah, you're mad. Them time that I was called Sharky. I was like, nah, you're mad. You're coming to fight, you're coming to fight Sharky on school? Nah, not even happening, bruh. Not happening. So by the time you check now, police and all that come, everyone's fighting this girl's dad and the sister and the brother. All of us just fighting, innit? And then after that now, I'm the one that's being excluded from school, suspended. I'm the one that's being suspended from school. Have you ever seen anything like that? An outside person, outside people actually, because more than one, it was dad, the brother and the sister that I can recall. They come onto the school premises talking their ish, alright? So I'm just defending myself the best way I know how. Bearing in mind, I grew up in Smethwick, which is in Birmingham, right? So I'm defending myself to the core because I feel threatened at this point when you're talking about me. Because I don't know what you're going to do, innit? And imagine I'm the one that's getting suspended. Nah, wasn't even going down like that. But all I remember is hearing after the fight and after I got taken away, like one of my next parties now that was there was like, ah, oh, your mum's at the top of the school gates. Your mum's at the top of the school gates. So I'm thinking, ah, because I'm forever getting suspended me. Not a semester goes by and they haven't suspended me for something in that school. So I'm thinking, ah, my mum's about to cuss me out, you know. Because she's thinking, ah, she's in trouble again. But my mum was asking everyone, yo, did she win? Did Shams win? It was the funniest thing ever. I really don't know, big up to my mum, because you know what? No matter how much times I got suspended, she weren't like, you know, she always understood the situation. She understood the assignment. So, I don't, I'm not sharing this story to be like, I'm not sharing this story to gloat. I'm sharing this story because there's a lot of students, there's a lot of children that go to school and they don't have no one to defend them, so they suffer in silence. Do you get what I'm saying? They suffer in silence, and I need parents to not forget, like, you have some good you have some real good teachers, you know. Like, I did have some good teachers, but you also have some bad ones, and don't care what you do, they just always will put you in the wrong. So I say this to always look out for your children or your sibling or your niece or your nephew at these schools, man, because some of these schools are very terrible. Very, very terrible. How you feel it? One outside man, grown ass man, come into the school premises and have a fight with a student. Does that make sense? And nothing never happened to the man. So guess what? We did the only thing that we knew best. We had to take it outside into our own hands. Do you get what I'm saying? And you see, when you result to doing those things, to going outside to get the job done, then they want to label you as a criminal, as this, as that, as that, as that. But what they don't understand is that if they was just doing their job in the first place, then it wouldn't have happened. Do you get what I'm saying? So I say this because I also want you to continue to share Shantae's story. I've got 2 videos, or sorry, we've got 2 videos on the YouTube right now. Continue to share, because you know what, I still see it happening today. Even though it's a different story, still the same principle. Kids are getting hurt, children are getting hurt, students are getting hurt, and the teachers that either don't want to do something about it or won't do something about it because they're scared, or they just can't be bothered, or they ain't got the time, or whatever. I don't know what the excuse is, but people, listen to the children. Do you get what I'm saying? Like how I had someone to listen to me. My mum listened to me. Do you get what I'm saying? And she knew when I explained the situation. In fact, I didn't even have to explain the situation. She heard that someone was on the premises fighting her daughter that didn't belong to the school. Do you get what I'm saying? That was all that she needed to know. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah, people, it's a short story, but it's a story nonetheless, and I hope you have enjoyed it. You don't know, people that were there, comment, let people know that I'm telling the truth, please, because I don't know, people will probably see this and think I'm exaggerating. There's a lot more to the story, but those parts of the story isn't my story to tell. I'm just telling you my side of the story. Do you get what I'm saying? But yeah, it's mad. It's mad. But yeah, that's something for another day. So you don't know, people, it's been nice to check in with you guys. I haven't did a video by myself in quite some time, so I'm very happy, I'm very excited, and please don't judge me, but I had to do what I had to do. So if you want to judge me, it's just is what it is anyway. I had to do what I had to do. Okay, all right, peace.